Hello, creatives. Welcome to the daily pick a card and birthday reading for August 28th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a Jack of Hearts. If you were born before sunrise, you are yesterday's card, which was a Queen of Hearts. Okay, so the way this works is I read each card individually, then all together for the collective. Then a special birthday message for you, Jack of Hearts. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you, help yourself raise your vibration and therefore your manifesting abilities to their fullest. And we're going to talk about what a Jack of Hearts day looks like, what kind of energy that is that we could bump up into today, being this Virgo season, and all the good stuff. All right, let's get started and turn over card number 1. So if you pick this card, looks like you are ready to let go of something unhealthy. This is great. This card is such a winner when you are ready. You know how you just throw the switch, you wake up in the morning, you're having your tea, your coffee, your water, whatever it is, and you're just like, today's the day. Today's the day. I'm going to start that whatever so that I can be healthier. I'm going to let go. I'm done with it. I'm just done. And you let it go. This is perfect for Virgo season. Virgos are that energy. The energy of Virgo, the energy of the 6th house is all about how you take care of you. So I'm not a bit surprised that this card shows up. It's an interesting day too, because of it being just a couple of days before the full moon. So it's that preparation of being ready to let something go. So once you make that decision, it is then that you got to sort out how. And those consequences, of making a right choice for yourself has this reverberation of energy that you just can't control. So it can be a trigger for other people. It can be a trigger for your own self. You can get on this euphoric high and just kind of bulldoze through what it is that you need to do. So a little caution is advised. This is the Tower-related card to the major arcana. So whether that came through as a bolt of clarity, right? Or whether this came through as a wake-up call, whatever it is for you, think about it and take this Virgo season to heart and make your list, the pros and the cons, as much as you can, to kind of soften the blow of the new you to everyone else in your vicinity. You don't want to come into it with the preaching that everybody else ought to be doing this too. That's part of that lower vibe Virgo, and we are still in that first decan. So we want to take caution in that respect. And honestly, it's more about the 6th house as well and your own chart. So go and have a look and see what else and who else you are in that 6th house. My Gemini is in the 6th house, and I've got a lot in the 6th house, so I kind of can feel what this is like, because this happens to me on a regular basis. I'm a 7 of clubs, same thing as the 7 of spades. You're ready to let go. And for this one, it is ready to let go of something that is it's unhealthy either in your physical or your mental strengths. So congratulations. I'm proud of you. You should feel super good about getting this card in whatever little bit or big bits you're ready to do this. It's brilliant. Card number 2. Ooh, 7 of diamonds in reverse. Okay. So the 7 of diamonds in reverse is basically a heads up about what kind of energy we could be running into today. So we could be triggered into that lower vibe of a 7 of diamonds, or we might run into someone that is already triggered and they are like right in front of us. Here we are, a situation. These 7 of diamonds in reverse often remind me of just aggressive, angry drivers, like road rage. They are just careless and inconsiderate and just really ready to push away anything that's in their way. It is a low vibe, so that is in a rare case, because the other part of this is the death card in the major arcana. So it too is about letting something go. However, in reverse, there's a reluctance to do so. So you're kind of stuck in that victim or perpetrator or defender mode, which brings about that concrete, grounded, righteous kind of behavior that we're talking about. And it can be very deceptive. And this disconnect with society and being a little out of control. So if you pulled this card today, if this is your card, you really want to just step it back a notch. Realize, if you're feeling that justified and want to move forward on something, or just be having this reluctance to let something go, and you're just like grabbing onto it with fists, trying to hang on, that's not going to serve you. And these 7s are all about doing the best thing for you. It's Saturn placement. So right there tells you this is a big deal. This is something that really relates to life's bigger lessons. So it's a chance to really take a look inside. And this card is going to encompass all of us today when we do the reading for the collective. So there's something about it that is related to what we're letting go. There might be bits and pieces that we're not seeing, and we need to dig a little deeper to find out what it is we are so keen on hanging on to that doesn't feel ready. Thing is, it is ready. And we'll talk about that when we do the whole thing. But it is about values. It's about skills, your talents, your way of making a living, how you take care of you, your creature comforts, all of that, how you prepare your environment and how you treat that environment. So, all right, we'll talk about this in a minute, but let's see what card number 3 is. We've got the Queen of Clubs. This is a beautiful feminine energy that we have here. It's masculine, but it's feminine as well. So you're really getting that dual balance. And it is reliable. It's a keen, solid advisor, whether you need one or whether you are one. It's a great friendship card. It is networking and super good judgment. Yay. We need this card here. Oh my God. So glad it's in the upright position. All right, so the Queen of Clubs is that Neptune energy. It's creative, it's intuitive. We're talking 4s, 5s, and 6s in that same suit. So we are looking at Mercury and the Hierophant. Lovely. Jupiter, the 5s, and the Judgment. Lovely. And Venus in the 6 of clubs as the Lovers card. So we're going to connect to it eventually. It's going to come through as kind of rough and ready. It's not one of the red suits, which is a more feminine color, but it's okay because I think it's going to be that kind of day where it's kind of going to be, no holds barred. These sevens come through pretty fast and furious, and it's in that deconstruct or complete destruction. Sevens are the gateway card. So this is a life lesson in the Saturn position where we're going to get a chance to upgrade. We get to step forward, a big mother step. I mean, this is life-changing because do we want to come back as a seven? I don't. I want to step into the Rahu, please. Anything in the outer realms. I feel close to spirit, but I think sevens are really trying to get there. They're putting in a fantastic effort. And the only way that you can do that is through your life lessons and doing the best that you can, coming out at the end of the day and saying, I did what I could, with the tools that I had at the time. Sounds a little bit like Al-Anon, but that's all right too. I think it's a good thing. Everybody should have to go through it. All right, let's take a look at this on this Jack of Hearts day. If we ever had a day that could put any kind of lightness to this, it would be today. The Jack of Hearts is Uranus energy. It's creative energy. It's inventive. So we're going to tap into that today. And Jacks, they encompass the aces, twos, and threes. So on a Jack of Hearts day, we're talking about that red suit. So the sun is self right there. We have this amazing opportunity to connect to something very heartwarming. It could be a new relationship, and that could be a new relationship to self. It's a peaceful change. It's supporting. And we've got the moon, which is the Empress, that fertility, that whatever we decide to do today, we can just make the most of. It's all available to us. And then you've got the 3 card. That's Mars energy and temperance, moving forward with that alchemy of self. Just a beautiful, beautiful day to do this. On the downside, or the catch-22, the shadow attributes of a Jack of Hearts, is just having that shallowness and being selfish. It's the exact opposite of that charming, lighthearted, easygoing change of perspective. This is that feeling like you need to trick something, or being so stuck in your ways that it comes across as pretentious. I know I used that word the other day when I was talking about what that would be like to run up against. I think we had the Jack of Hearts in reverse, and I called it a pretentious prig. And it can be that because it can be so stiff and so stuck in what they want. They think that they can just manipulate emotionally to get what they want. Doesn't make them a bad person. It just makes the Jack of Hearts in reverse a person that has that to learn. And you as a Jack of Hearts today could easily understand how that is something that you are here to work on. Aren't we all? So I don't mean to call you out specifically, but it is that in the reverse, and that is in that meaning of a card, and that is the energy of today. There are people like that out there, so we just have to caution against it. So for the chart, we don't have any of these cards in the chart, but that's okay. We are still in it, and we are still looking at the energy of a Jack of Hearts. So that ecliptic for the Jack of Hearts is the Eight of Clubs. That's the Jack of Hearts life path. So that is that big think card, that lofty thinking, getting in deep into the do's and the don'ts, the list making. Just super perfect for a Virgo to be working on it. Their Rahu, Two of Diamonds. So that's the energy we're looking at today. So that is where we are supposed to go and really think about making a connection that to with something of value, obviously, about ourselves and letting go, starting this new version of who we are. We are upsetting that value that we had. We're leaving that old value. We're coming into a new value. We may need some counsel. We may need to sit down and take advantage of that Eight of Clubs ecliptic and really put some big think on about it, sort it through, really think about how we want to present ourselves from here, not to bounce off anyone else. We got to remember those eights are self-validation. And the catch-22 with that card, the eights, is that you look for it from an outside source. So here we are, all full of our new version of who we are, and we're upsetting the apple cart somewhere. So we need to really think about how we're going to carry this new version of who we are out there so that we don't challenge anyone else's way of living their life. Well, this is for us. And, that's pretty much it. So we're going to take on that queen coat, if you will. We'll wrap ourselves in it and we will proceed as if already done. And if somebody gets triggered by the new version of who we are, taking care of ourselves, then, that is for them to deal with. We can make the space for that, but we need to hang on to who we are. We need to sink into knowing who we are and hanging on to that. It's not going to be easy, but if it were, it wouldn't be a 7. Saturn. End of the week. Yeah, gatekeeper. All right. I'm pretty happy about this. I love the upgrades. I look forward to it. And yes, it has triggered people in my life as well. But as I said, you just have to make room. You got to make it just about you, not about you being about them. This is you, just me. And refiguring, reassessing, getting a new value of who I am, you are at your core, and then going about it as this high vibe Queen of Clubs, which is a beautiful card to emulate. It's energetic. It's that good judgment, educating yourself and being disciplined. It's studious. It's perfect. This higher philosophy for the Virgo season. And I love that it's on this Jack of Hearts day. I'm pretty feeling that, this is going to be mostly an internal thing because, as I had said in the 3 Deacon video, it is about how you internalize the external world most of the time. That's how I feel about a Virgo's core. And that 6th house is really pretty important to what this message is for you today. So go and look and see what you have in your 6th house. It'll lend you a lot. All right, let's move on to the birthday. Happy birthday, Jack of Hearts. Look at you. Creativity Oracle, you got precision. The desire to do things precisely is useful as long as it does not devolve into rigidity. Yeah, it was what I was speaking of earlier when you are so determined to hang on to a piece and that gets revealed to you. And you're like, oh, wow, I am like really strangling. I've got this massive hold on this idea that has to go a certain way. So for you, your upgrade, you're raising your vibration to a higher level so that you can gather that energy of feeling good, right? That goes into your reserves so that you can draw on it anytime you need to. It's beautiful energy to be socking away for whatever it is you need down the way. So, yeah, that rigidity, when you find yourself digging in your heels, unwilling to take a look at something because you're so sure you're right about something, that's when you getting your flag. So stop and just start making that list that you're so good at. You're such a creative in the card and in the deacon that you are born into. So, I mean, this is your day and it's a beautiful day. So go and look and see what kind of moon you were born under. That will give you a whole lot of insight into how to proceed, especially over the next few days, because this reading applies to you as well. And there may be something that you are really contemplating to begin on a new version of who you are. Birthdays are great for that. All right. Let's see what you get for the Spirit and Nature card, the Six of Clubs. This is beautiful. It's the Healer card. This is you knowing how to take care of you and the people around you. It is a very loving, soft, beautiful, gentle card. It is hard work, success. And this is for you. It might not be easy, but boy, is it going to be worth it. And you'll be recognized for it. So whatever this new version of you, rest assured, it is the right path. You are getting a ginormous yes. Do it. If you are a healer and you haven't come out of the closet yet, now might be the time to start that transition to the public or for however you feel safe. I think all of us out there with the gift of intuitive abilities really have to look into this because it's not an easy thing to do if you have people that are resisting that in your life. It's hard, but you can do it. Any which way you figure it out, you're going to get it. You're going to be so perfect at this and really, really good. I'm excited for you. All right, let's see what you get for the Wishcraft card. It's a big ow. My voice is heard in the world. Holy cow. Right? Oh my God, that is so huge. Wow. All right. Well, if you needed any more confirmation, there you are. Your voice is heard in the world. You got to go for it. Gently, carefully, beautifully, well thought out. But Jack of Hearts, you got it going on. I am really, really heartfelt about this one. All right. I have to leave it there. That is fabulous. Congratulations. Best of luck to you. I hope your year is just delicious in figuring this one out. Love it. All right. Carpe diem, everyone. And as always, happy creating on your creative journey.